Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back with another one of our mailbox cleanouts for our 200 run series part 2. And this week is going to be for week 9. And although we're recording this on Sunday, of course you guys are not seeing it till Monday, but it's still Sunday when we're cleaning out just like before. Last week was a good week. We made over 400,000, 437,000 to be exact, which is really good. Anytime we make over 200,000 is good. We're still actually above, before we even do our clean out, we're above what we made with the series 1, as I actually had a bad week for week 9. That was right when Plunder Storm came out for that series, so they were only at 1,503,000. We're already at 1,564,000. So no matter what we make today, it's going to be a good clean out, although we still want to aim for over 200,000. That's the goal with all of these, and we want to, you know, make it to 10 million probably way before we actually made it with the series 1, since we were only adding one farm a week to our sales. So actually I thought we'd maybe even be a little further along by now with how much more we've actually added to our auction house compared to the first time around. But anyway guys, if you do like these videos, make sure you smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss the next one. All right, jumping into the review though, guys. Like I said, we made 437,000. That put us at 1,564,000, leaving us with 8,435,000 left to make to hit our goal of 10 million. Just like before, we're doing it between two different realms, Proudmoore and Thrall. The same realms actually, though, that we used the first time, but I did take everything off of it before we started the second series. So far, Proudmoore has made us the most with 829,000 versus 735,000. But we're not competing with the realms. We will trade stuff if we get high value items and duplicates that we don't get on the other realm. But it is good to see how they're performing. Although last week, Thrall did actually do better than Proudmoore with 278,000 versus 159. So far, majority of our gold has been made with transmog, which that's pretty much what's going to happen because we're mostly farming, you know, dungeons and things and going after transmog. So we made 1,339,000 of that, 1.5 million in just transmog, and 225,000 in materials. So they do help out. You know, we've made a decent amount with it. As far as our series 1, we're still tracking those items, although they're on different realms, just seeing how they're doing. Last week was kind of low. They only made like 80,000, but they made 131,000 this week. And that's just extra gold that we're passively making. And that's where I kind of say all the time that transmog kind of becomes passive gold. They still have plenty of items. They still have lots of gold to make us. Unfortunately, for the past 2 weeks, they have been under 200,000, but still being at 100,000, over 100,000 with it just being kind of passive is pretty good. All right, guys, so now on our low value bank alt for Proudmoore, let's take a look, see what they got. So we have 19 sales, 14,354 gold. So with at least 19 sales, you want to see at least 19,000. So it's like an average of 1,000 gold per sell, but we're under that, unfortunately. But again, it's just low value stuff. So pretty much take whatever I can get. But we do have some standouts. We have the Feral leggings at 3,500, and then we have Heroes leggings at almost 3,000. So and a bunch of other little stuff. Some almost at 1,000 here with the Shard back breastplates. Another one here, Grimscale gauntlets. But other than that, just some low stuff. All right, so now over to our high value transmog. Hopefully we got some exciting sales here. And we have 5 sales, 442,180 gold. Man, that's already above what we made all of last week. So Proudmoore really coming through here. Hopefully Thrall can do it too. Let's see what we got sold here. So Bloodscale legs, 6,600. Kind of low one here, only 1,200 with the whirling dervish turban. I think that came from Islands. This came from Outlands, of course. And then the pattern for the rich purple silk shirt already sold, kind of low compared to how I've sold some of the other ones. I typically like to sell them around 500,000, but still the auction house cut is big, 22,000 for that cut. So we did at least sell it at 450,000, just 50,000 below what I normally like to sell it at. I have actually sold them at like 600,000 and 650, but nowhere really near above that. But still pretty quick sell, seeing that we got that not too long ago. I mean, what, maybe like 3 weeks ago we were in RFD, something like that. But yeah, not bad. 427,000. Creeper claw bow for only 1,200, and then the Twilight Dragon's breastplate from Islands, and this was from WOD, of course, but 5,400 for that one. So not bad. 442,180 gold. Doing really well this week. All right, let's see if Proudmoore can finish strong before we head over to Thrall with the materials, which really it shouldn't be too many materials. Oh, I totally forgot to mention we did Scarlet Monastery, Old Scarlet Monastery, and week 3 of Islands. So we may have some pets and things from the islands, maybe some minor materials because Old Scarlet Monastery does have chests. But anyway, let's take a look. We've got 25 cells, 5,576 gold. Not too bad, seeing that we only made 6,500 materials total all of last week. But we do have a lot of those pets from islands to see. And we did sell a couple of those. Captain Nib sold 2 of those for 1,600. Let's see. Other than that, it's just a bunch of little stuff. We did sell some other pets, but just, you know, really low. A couple hundred gold here. Spider Silk, Heavy Leather. Just stuff coming out of the chest. But really, that was the big one right there. The 2 Captain Nibs pets. All right, guys. So back to low value transmog, but this time is for Thrall. And man, they have some big shoes to fill to try to keep up with Proudmoore here. Let's see what they got. And 17 cells, 33,236 gold. So actually way better than the low value transmog tune did for Proudmoore. They're over that 1,000 gold per cell average, and you know, about double what, you know, Proudmoore made. It's gonna be hard to beat that rich purple silk shirt pattern sell because we only had one. They didn't have one to try to sell. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what we got here. Should have some standouts. We got symbolic pauldrons here at 2,800. Plundered Molten Reaper actually sold for almost 9,000 gold. Really nice there. We have the plundered Crimson Captain's Hat for 1,000. We have the Ingerfang Dagger here for 2,700. Ingerfang, that comes from Kata, so BRC. The plundered stuff, of course, came from islands. I'm not sure about the symbolic. I think there's a couple different farms that could have came from. All the plundered stuff will, of course, be islands. Elegant Tunic. For 1,500, actually we're getting those from Scarlet Monastery, so may have came from one we got this week. Male combat leggings also came from Scarlet, 1,900. Durable tunic actually came from Scarlet as well. Actually, this was an item that I had set to vendor, and it actually sold at like 5,000 gold, so pretty good that we unmarked those. We didn't vendor them this time. Decent amount of gold for a low value piece. Vanguard shoulders here for 14. Moss hide breeches for 2,500 pretty much, and then just some low stuff. All right, guys, so now on to our high value bank tune for Thrall. Seeing, I mean, it's gonna be hard to follow up on that rich purple silk shirt sale, but maybe they sold something. They have some nice stuff too. Let's take a look. We've got 7 sales. Not bad though. 275,588 gold. Man, both realms did really good. I mean, really our main goal is to be at least over 200,000, and I mean both their high value bank tunes are over 200,000, so just making like 100,000 with our high value bank tunes is good. And I mean, they just blew it away. Let's see what we got here. We got the pattern for the green lumberjack shirt, again selling for 38,000. Really good compared to about the 10,000 I normally see these things sell for. Let's see, the Dragonflayer hatchet sold for 47,000. Dragonflayer hatchet, not 100% where that came from. Honestly, I might have to go back and look where that came from. Leave in the comments, guys, if you know. Let's see, the Mogarash toothpick, that came from doing the Northern Eastern Kingdom zones. 133,000 for that one. Awesome, really nice. That's gonna be our big one right there. So nice that we got those done before the whole like nerf to the open world farms and stuff. Can't wait till we can get the Southern Eastern Kingdom zones done. Vanguard legs sold for 17,000. Mystic wraps for almost 5,000. Plundered blade of the Northern Kings. Okay, we got actually one of those on both realms. Now this thing is valued at like right below 100,000, but still we got, you know, 30,000 for it sold. I'm not gonna hate on that. That's fine. Tree bark jacket sold for getting close to 5,000 as well, so not bad. 7 items, 275,000. All right, guys, so our last bank haul is our materials bank haul for Thrall. Let's go ahead and see what they got for us here. Finish out strong. We got 26 sales, 9,347 gold. So we did beat in 2 areas with Thrall, the low value and the materials, but just not with the high value, which is where it really counts. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what they got here. So we got the tongue lasher pet sold for 2,200. We've got the scuttle pet, 2 of those, both of those actually sold for over 2,300, and that's about it. A bunch of little low stuff here, just like before. Maybe some low value pets here, but yeah, one pet sold for under 100 gold here. But yeah, not bad at all. Getting those 3 cells there, giving us that 9,347 gold. So yeah, guys, let's get back to the sheet and see how well we did. All right, guys, so here we are, week 9, part 2 of the 200 run series. Man, this was our best week so far, and last week was even a good week, so things are looking up, though we're not always going to have a rich purple silk shirt pattern to sell. Though Thrall did really well too, almost 300,000 for their clean out for their, you know, if you combine them, it's over 300,000. So yeah, not bad at all. But anyway, we made 765,000 gold with transmog alone. We made 14,923 gold with our materials, which mostly was the pets from, you know, our islands, which we still have a bunch of those to sell, you know, so hopefully we can keep that gold rolling in. And both areas we were above what we made last week, which, I mean, we're over what we made last week total. 780,281 gold is what we made this week, which is way above what we made with 437,000 and way above what we looked for with at least 200,000 for the week, putting us way above the series 1 at only being at 1.5 million by this time in the series 1 event. But yeah, now we're at 2,344,848 gold, leaving us with only 7,655,152 gold left to make to hit our goal. Man, if we keep having weeks like this though, we're gonna close in on that in no time. We haven't even hit double digits, even though that's what we'll be at next week. So hopefully they'll have a big clean out. We'll get even closer. Maybe we can get close to halfway there. I really would like to see us break 1 million one week. We didn't do it in series 1, so I'm hoping in this series maybe we can do it, especially with rushing and getting things up on the auction house a little bit faster. Although here lately, I think I'm only going to get like 1 farm done this week with being alderman, but hopefully that can help us with getting some decent sales. But anyway, guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up week 9 of the 200 run series 2. Clean out this week. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I think we had some really good sales. I mean, it's our biggest week so far. Again, really close. We still haven't beat the top week for series 1, but if we do break 1 million, we will. They actually did have one that was really close at like 900,000. It was right here, actually 923,000 way down here. So hopefully we can hit 1 million and beat that one. But anyway, guys, if you did like this video, go ahead and smash a big thumbs up. Helps out the channel and lets me know that you guys like it. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Oh, real quick too, guys, before we move on and I say farewell, but we had Kara coming up next. I think we're actually going to move up Zul'Farrak with the whole broken open world farms thing and maybe try to get some glorious legs and things up on the auction house. I think that would be the smarter thing to do right now. And this series is all about trying to make smart moves and not just trying to do every single dungeon and everything. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to save Kara for later. Although I do love Kara, I do want to get back in there. But we'll be in there soon. So no worries there. So that's going to wrap this one up, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care, guys.